Morning all, hope you're doing well, hope you're staying safe, hope you had a great weekend. It was obviously Independence Day weekend in the States, so we had a couple of days off. We went to St. Augustine. Not so much to get through today, it's been a bit of a quiet weekend, except of course for the number of cases that we've got now, but let's get to it. US cases then down from the highs, down to around about 45,000 now on Saturday and Sunday. Deaths still trending down, very, very good news. Florida cases on Saturday was the highest ever recorded, 11,500, down to just over 10,000 yesterday. And deaths very, very low, but we know from past experience that over the weekend very, very few deaths are recorded, so we can expect higher numbers today and tomorrow, unfortunately. Available ICU beds, I've included that chart again. We were at about 1,300 as of this morning, which is 250 more than we had on Friday, so that's good news. Hospitalizations still around the 250 mark, but it looks like people are being cleared out of ICU quicker than they're going into ICU, so that's good news too. The stats: 44,000 cases in 5 days, and we haven't yet finished the week, so we are going to finish with a record this week. 18.7% is the positive rate this week so far, so that's 3% up on the previous week, and that in itself is 3% up on the previous week before that. So, you know, we're heading towards a 20% rate. I don't know where it can cap out. I don't know if there's a kind of plateau where it really won't reach anymore. Our R rate is about 1.3. I'm not exactly sure whether that's really, really bad or okay. We're in the kind of 1.1 to 1.5 range. I know that's more than the UK, and I don't know how that sits. I think we rank about number 4 or 5 in the nation in terms of our R rate, so not particularly great. But again, I don't know where the positive rate can cap out, so I'll keep an eye on that. We've got no further news on the travel ban in the US and when that might be lifted. While deaths are down and trending down, I still don't think any other government in the world is going to say, yeah, US travellers come on over, or people from my country go to the US, that's fine. I just can't see it happening. I think we're still stuck firmly in the woods at the moment. We've got a way to go to get out of it. So we need to do something. I don't know what we can do. The bar restrictions on serving alcohol on premises were partially lifted a couple of days ago. So it means now that bars that sell food, not bars that only have revenue of over 50% for food, can now open, provided that people are sitting down and capacity of 50% is maintained. So I don't know what that's about. I guess there was a lobby. In conjunction with that, Jock Lindsay's Hangar bar at Disney Springs was reopened on the weekend. You'll know that from previous news here that Jock Lindsay's Hangar bar was closed as a result of that new ordinance that said all bars are to close. Now it's reopened again. Splitsville in Disney is also reopening on July the 10th. That's the day before Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom reopen. And then looking at the Disney park availability for ticket holders only is looking pretty good after the 19th. For resort guests, looking good after the 24th, although there is still availability for both ticket holders and resort guests. It's not blanket availability, but there is some availability. And then AP holders, July is done pretty much. August is looking pretty much better in the latter half of the month on weekdays, and then September, apart from the first couple of weekends, is all good. So apart from those dates, for all types of ticket holders, everything else is good. Everything else is green right up to September the 26th, 2021. They are the news headlines for today. I'm now going to drop the news down to 3 days a week. A, because there's less happening. B, because I'm starting to travel again. I'm actually on a flight this afternoon going to Houston, so I'm kind of out of the frying pan into the fire going to Texas. It's still not as bad as it is here in Florida, and I'm only there for a day. So I'm actually going to do a video on my experience through Orlando Airport and on that flight. What are the conditions now like on the flight and into Houston? So I'll bring you that at some point this week. But yeah, I'm now going to do news on Monday, Thursday and Saturday, and then I'll do something else maybe during the intervening period, and definitely on a Sunday we'll still bring you something different. And I will be on Animal Kingdom on Friday, so I'll definitely bring you video from that as well. Okay, if you're new to the channel, you'll get news now on Monday, Thursday and Saturday, other stuff in between time maybe. Hit the notification bell and press all, so you'll get everything every time that something comes out. If you like the video, please do press like. The algorithm does like the likes, and if you think somebody else will get benefit from the video, please do share it with them. Okay, let's get to the news. New cases recorded in the US on Saturday was 45,192 and on Sunday 44,530. Deaths recorded over the weekend in the US were 251 on Saturday, 254 yesterday. Both of those days represent the lowest number since March the 23rd. In Florida on Saturday we had 11,458 cases, which is a new record, and yesterday we recorded 10,059 cases, which is third all time. 17 deaths were recorded in Florida on Saturday and 29 yesterday. We do know though that deaths seem to be recorded late over the weekend, so we can expect higher numbers today. Florida again ranked number 1 yesterday in the nation, and the same was true for Saturday. Orange County ranked number 3 in the number of cases yesterday across Florida. Miami-Dade, Broward and Palm Beach made up 46% of all cases yesterday in Florida. Here's a quick look at the number of ICU beds available across the state. 1,308 beds are available right now, and that's around 250 more than we had on Friday. Weather today is going to be 90 degrees here, 33 degrees centigrade. For the rest of the week, very little variance, 91 to 92 degrees Fahrenheit, scattered thunderstorms. The Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation had previously banned all alcohol sales for on-site consumption in establishments that derived less than 50% of their revenue from food. This has now been changed so that any vendor that serves food can now serve alcohol on its premises. Guests must be seated and capacity is limited to 50%. This means that Jock, Lindsay's Hangar bar at Disney Springs is now able to open again, which it did over the weekend. 10-pin bowling venue Splitsville, which has remained closed at Disney Springs, will reopen on July the 10th. That's the day before Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom reopen. Disney has amended its transportation schedule, with the ferry boats and monorail now due to operate from July the 7th. Cast member previews are on July the 7th and 8th for both Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. It hasn't said whether buses will be available from the TTC to the Magic Kingdom to supplement monorail and ferry services. Looking at Disney Parks availability for theme park ticket guests, the only change to what was happening before is that the 19th of July is now sold out for Disney's Hollywood Studios. For resort guests, it's still Disney's Hollywood Studios that remains popular. It's now unavailable on the 20th, 21st, 22nd and 24th of July. For annual pass holders, only the 29th and 30th of July are available, and only Epcot is available on those dates. For pass holders in August, the latter half of the month, weekdays are still good. The dates in yellow in August vary considerably as to what's available. In September, for annual pass holders, only the first couple of weekends have any issue at all in terms of availability. For theme park ticket guests, Disney Resort guests and annual pass holders, apart from the dates that I've shown here, everything else is available right up to September the 26th, 2021. Okay, the focus still on number of cases, and they're not really going down much at all, are they? We had the peak at over 50,000 a few days ago. We're now around the 45,000 mark. I don't know what's going to happen today. I don't know if anybody's lagging in terms of reporting their cases. We're going to find out today across the nation. And then in Florida, yeah, we had 11,500 on Saturday, down to 10,500, just over 10,000 yesterday. We'll see where that brings us today. If it peaks again, then yeah, I'm still a little bit worried as to where we're going to go. I'm still hopeful that we've got lags coming off of the protests and from the bars that were open prior to them shutting down. Not sure about this relaxation a little bit that says as long as you're sitting down you can drink, and capacities are going to be held to 50%. You know, that's better. That's got to be a lot better than people standing shoulder to shoulder with people that they don't know, getting drunk, and then the social distancing rules going out the window. That's a lot better. So maybe there is something to it. I guess we're going to see in a couple of weeks' time whether that has had any effect or not. But I'm hoping through this week that the number of cases will go down, both in Florida and across the nation, and that will have some effect on when the travel ban can be lifted. It just, as we sit here today, we're going nowhere. I'm just hoping that some sense of responsibility can be had by every individual that lives in the US, because it's only through us that anything's going to happen, really. In Florida, it doesn't look like there's going to be any mandate for masks, and some people will say that's fine. We're our own individual people, we've got constitutional freedoms. Well, that's great. So as long as you exercise restraint fantastic. I'm still going to wear my mask. It is ordnance here in Seminole and in Orange, where we go quite frequently as well, so we'll be doing that. So yeah, not much other news from Disney, no news at all from SeaWorld, and none from Universal. Everything seems to be ticking along in those two parks and in their resorts. So that is it for today. I'll see you back here on Thursday. I'll get some video out from my experience at Orlando International today, see how security operates now, and see what the gates are like, see how many people are generally in the airport. Yeah, so okay, I'll get you that video out as soon as I can, but until then, stay safe, take care, see you then, cheers for now.